Hello, my name is Chastity Hansen, and I decided to do my cultural exposure assignment on Asian Americans, specifically at the church I have been attending called New Life Fellowship. The church has all Asian American pastors, as well as about 98% of the congregation. The commonalities that I observed included the Christian faith, which I've experienced throughout my life. However, here, there's a huge sense of community coming from the Asian culture. I have been to churches before, none of which have served food, and had a community gathering every Sunday after service that lasted until the last person wanted to leave. Church was an all-day event that people conversed and got closer to the church family instead of running out fast to get lunch like other churches I have been to. It was interesting to see that over 350 Asian Americans go to the 11 o'clock service every Sunday, while only 34% of Asian Americans identify as Christian, according to the Pew Research Center. Pastor Shin emphasized the importance of immigrants and how hard their families have all worked to be able to worship God in the Christian faith in the United States. Asian Americans, like a lot of other immigrant cultural groups, have experienced oppression. In 2020, during the time of the pandemic of COVID-19, the Asian American Christian Collaborative released a statement on anti-Asian racism, calling Christians to act as Christians and not as people of the world so that Asian Americans could feel safer and more comfortable attending church. Events such as the destruction of Pasadena, California's Chinatown, November 6, 1885, show the extent of oppression against Asian Americans even from early on in history. My biggest takeaways from this activity was that this culture is huge on collectivism and community. There's a strong emphasis on elders and honoring people other than yourself, and education as well as character were pointed out during service several times, showing their dedication to hard work and being better people. During the Easter church service, there were groups of people coming from Texas A&M as well as Texas State who carpooled and rode together, which the pastor pointed out. Going back to the sense of community, he emphasized that when someone gives you a ride or does something for you, that you should return the favor with favor, such as buying them lunch. Family Systems is a great counseling approach for cultures such as Asian American, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders due to their collectivist approach in the way that they live. Leah Tall mentioned Relational Savoring, RS, is a brief, accessible relationship-based intervention guided by systematic principle. Although Asian Americans are the fastest growing racial group in the United States, they remain among the least likely to seek mental health services. Although there is work to be done, a culturally adapted CBT is able to help Asian Americans by using contextual and collaborative assessments. Emotions are commonly downplayed and discouraged in this culture, teaching them to fulfill their duties and make their family proud regardless of how they feel. This commonly comes with the idea that they have to be married and have children by a certain age in order to avoid disappointment. The combination of CBT and family systems therapy can be used to help a person from this culture independently understand and develop their right to express their emotions. The impact for me from this assignment was that it was very insightful being able to learn the Word of God by a different culture. While the experience may have been different, we all believed in the same thing Pastor Shin was saying, coming from the same book of God. I was very surprised about the closeness and openness of the church family and them knowing everybody, even though there were so many people around. And it was very inspirational, and I hope to see more of that as I continue to go to this church. These are my references, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.